How's it going, guys? What's everybody at today? Sorry about that last video. I have no idea what had happened there, so I threw up a part two. But yeah, I don't know what's happening there. I don't know if it has something to do with the internet or I don't know. I have no idea. But anyways, we're back at it again today. We'll get you spun around here. It's actually a bit further along than what you've seen in that last video, so we'll get to it. Anyways, guys, this is how she's sitting now. I managed to, I was going to weld. I don't think I'm going to. I might just go with the seat belts to do a little bit different. Save my resources for other cars. But yeah, she seems to be coming along pretty well. Not much has changed on the inside except for, well, I got this mounted now. That's all mounted and down. I'm waiting on some battery cables I gotta get. Shifter is hooked up. I am using the stock shift cable because the shifter cable is very short in this thing, believe it or not, and the only one that I have is for a Toyota Camry, and if I stall it in this thing, the shifter is going to be like back there somewhere. So yeah, everything works, every gear works. I've already tested it out. I just have to figure out how I'm going to mount this piece in there, how I'm going to do it, I'm not sure yet, and mount it to the floor. That's it. Other than that, it works. It actually works. So I'm actually going to get a chance to use it. Bought the thing like 2 years ago. It's been in one car, and it was the one that I sold to my buddy Cody West. He drove it, so technically I have not used this shifter yet. We got the struts out, and they're pretty mangled, like I had mentioned. This one is going to be savable. I just got to get the top hat off, get the coil spring to go back in place, and put it all back together. And that one, for the passenger side, will be fine. Driver side is a different story. He's broke off, unfortunately. He's busted right off. So I'd like to be able to make my solid suspension out of it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with these. See what happens. I might be able to do it a different way. Probably get rid of the coil springs altogether and just put a piece of pipe in there. I got lots of it. I got lots of pipe in there that I could put in place, weld it to the bottom, or to the bottom and the top. That's probably what I'm going to do, actually. That's probably what I'm going to do. But we'll get to that now in a bit. They're out. So, yeah, as I was saying, the vast majority of this up and under here, actually all of it up and under here is steel. And like I was saying, that there was new control arms, like I know I'd mentioned it before, but they're just dirty. Like, they're just dirty. They're still brand new. Tie rod ends, I think they were replaced at the same time. Now they're seeing a little bit more rust or whatnot, but they're still fairly new. Yeah. Tie rod ends, like I said, same deal again, but they're new. I don't know. Still a lot of good parts on this one, but it's not really worth it. Like I said, a lot of it is probably twisted. So even if you did take it apart, it probably wouldn't line up into another car, and it probably wouldn't even line back up into this one. So we're not going to bother with it. We're just going to wreck it. But we got the struts out, and I'm going to get them fixed up, and we'll be able to get our tires back on and should be sitting at a proper ride height for once, and we'll actually be able to start moving around the property. We should be able to drive it. So that's golden. That's awesome. I'm going to get the rest of that plastic out of there, and yeah. But anyways, I'll get this done, and we'll get back to the car. Alright. We now have solid suspension in the front end of this vehicle on both sides. I just have to go grab an impact, get that side tightened up, Same with this side. These also are welded in place. So let's get an impact and let's see how she sits properly for the first time since we've been building this thing. Hopefully I don't have it done too high. Let's go find out. Well guys, she's sitting. She is sitting. And well, I think she looks good. I think she looks half decent. No, it looks retarded with or sorry, excuse my language. It looks goofy with this big tire on this side. Definitely still gonna have to get a smaller one. But yeah, she's looking really good. I hope she holds up. I think my rims are into my caliper though. I never really noticed. I think, or I might just, no, they seem to be into it, I think. But if that's the case, we'll just have to find another set of rims to put on the front. But yeah, she's looking half decent, I think. Those tires are not really sticking out that far. If she wasn't so beat in, eh? But yeah, she looks a lot better now that we got rid of those smashed off front end. She is sitting tons better. Give me a quick second. I'm going to throw a battery into it and see if we can't get this thing to move. Alright guys, let's give it a shot. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to get that old shifter and get the electronics out of it because she won't crank without it. Well, shoot. Right, hold on now. Might be because my shifter is not adjusting properly. Obviously, it's not held into place, eh? Alright. Okay, well, clearly this is my next thing that I need to do. Sweet! Okay, I need, yeah. Hold on, let me get out of this and we'll figure out a couple things. Alright, let me unhook this. Well, we're certainly getting somewhere with it. So, what we need to do, still got to get rid of those plastics. I don't know what I'm going to do about my rims because they are clearly clearly rubbing on the calipers. With everything else going on before, I didn't know what the sound was, I guess, and this is starting to be our final sound, I guess. They're starting to scrape. So, obviously they're not scraping that bad, so I might just, for the sake of it being a derby car, I might just grind down the spots that she's rubbing on the caliper. I've already tried the Ranger rim. That's even worse. That won't clear the caliper at all. So if not, maybe we'll just have to source out a regular set of stock rims, or like I said, I can cut it all down or grind it all down and get it to fit. So we'll figure out what's going on there. But the solid suspension is holding up. None of that's rubbing on the ground anymore. That's awesome. That's working out deadly. I'm happy about that, and it may seem like it took me all day to do it, but I've also been at the back of the sea cam in my car and doing a couple of other things around the house. I'd say total time for me to do that, start to finish, everything, I don't know, hour and a half, maybe. I'd say about an hour and a half. I'd say 2 hours just to stretch it. Just to stretch it. But yeah, it's not a hard job in these cars, guys. And she seems like she's going to hold up, and I just need to figure out what I'm going to do. I might just leave the brakes on the back and run no brakes up front. I don't know. That'd be for another time. But for now, she moves. She's running good still. I got to get another airbag out of the steering wheel, because I'm just waiting for that to go off in my face. So anyways, guys, keep building, stay safe. This has been the solid front suspension. If you haven't already, please hit and like, subscribe. I'm going to be building this up as much as I can. That just made a whole lot of things better, so we'll definitely keep going with this. Anyways, guys, we'll see you in the next one.